Wonder Woman 781. That's right. We just came off this high that was issue 780. It's a big celebration. It's Wonder Woman coming back to the world of the mortal souls, and it was such a fun issue just to take a break and celebrate the character and have the world feel her impact. Now that she's back, she is dealing with the ramifications of being dead, and she has kind of her own just thing going about, which is kind of interesting. So we open up this book. We are in Washington. Diana is having lunch with Etta. It's nice to see Etta back in these books. There's catching up like old gals. Diana's like, I just went through some weird stuff. It's hard to explain, so I'm not going to pretend that it makes sense, and I'm not going to, sugarcoat it for you. It was weird. I was dead. But it's nice to be back, and I think things are cool here. But they are both kind of interrupted with their conversation when they see Dr. Zisco. Dr. Psycho is back on the television. And Diana's like, he's been back that long that he wrote a book? I'm like, that's cool. I cannot wait to talk more about Psycho in this book. It's fantastic. Every time I see this character, I just read his voice as Tony Hale. It's just amazing. So we see Etta gets a call from Steve. She tells Diana, like, you should probably see him. You two feel like you're avoiding each other, and you should just, like, work through that crap. She's like, I got a lot to deal with first. I will get to him shortly after. So Diana just leaves. She runs into Psycho. He's just driving about. And she's just, ready to feel like, what's this guy up to? Why is he writing a book? And basically, it's great. So it looks like Psycho is writing a book about the delusion of Wonder Woman and how he is giving the unheard male voice an audience to express their thoughts on this woman. And I'm just thinking to myself, that is such a funny concept. I love Psycho as a villain just because there's so much you can do with him that works, because he's, of course, the butt of the joke. That is just inherently his character. But you can make him serious and insane and this weird guy. So he wrote a book just like, men across the world are tired of your posturing and I'm giving them a voice. You're as good as done, Diana. I'm shoving this in your face. I'm literally talking shit about you in a book. You can't hate me for that, for being an author. Words are words. I think it's great. So before Diana can even get the truth of what his real end game here is, there's somebody screaming for help, so Diana goes to save him. She jumps up to this weird construction site and looks like there's a man who's about to jump. Diana's like, it's alright, you can come back. I know what you're saying. I've been there. We've all had these problems. This is not the way to salute to get through this. And this guy's like, really? That's how you're going to talk a man off the ledge? Wonder Woman's going to say, oh, I've been there too, bucko. And instantly she realizes, oh, this is Psycho controlling this guy. And yeah, it is. But he's like, yeah, well, you can't stop me. And he tries to toss the guy off. Diana catches him, and then the guy snaps back to his senses. And Diana just, she's ready to go Psycho, but Psycho's like, this is a threat, okay? Stay out of my business, or I'm going to kill a lot more people, Diana. So I really like that we're setting something up with Psycho here. I think that is so cool, because that character is just so fun and interesting and dumb. I adore it. I just adore him, and I can't wait to see what's going on with that. So we cut a couple days later from that. We head over to New England and we meet up with Boston Brand. That's right, Deadman. He was with us in the afterlife. He's with us again here, and this is pretty much Diana just asking, we've had some weird adventures in the past little bit here. I need your help with something. So she's like, there's some stuff in the afterlife that's not cleared, and I got some what's called unfinished business. So she pulls out this sword. And it's the sword that Siegfried gave her. And we see that Boston picks it up. The host body he's using, I don't know if it's intentional, but it just gives off very, I, Vampire, Hellblazer, just like that rugged British guy vibes. I think it's cool. And it makes sense to me. So he's just looking at the sword. He's like, okay, I think I got the where his body remains. It looks like they're looking at a map of Scandinavia. So basically, Diana wants to go to wherever the resting place is of Siegfried and just kind of return the sword to him in a sense. So they're headed to all these different places. And it could be kind of fun, but it looks like it's going to be a quick journey. But Diana's like, you know what? Let's take a little moment just to figure some stuff out. So we cut back to Washington, D.C., where we see Steve Trevor is just looking about, and like this image of Wonder Woman floats above him, and he's like, Diana, you're back? And she's like, yes, I am I am the Wonder Woman, and it instantly attacks him. This deranged-looking Wonder Woman speaking in like this metallic robotic voice comes for him, just beats him up a little bit, but he does shoot her, and then she shatters into glass, and he's like, okay. So he pulls out his phone, he's like, Diana, I don't know if you have a new number or not, but, something happened. We need to talk. We cut to some random location where Dr. Psycho's trying to talk to this weird guy with schematics, and he's like trying to buy this weird, it looks like a guitar or ukulele or something, so he buys this and he rips the guy off, and you're like, okay, we're setting up a bigger plan of Psycho, which I love Psycho, do some fun stuff with that. But before that really goes anywhere, we do cut back to this airplane, and we see Diana and Boston are boarding an airplane. He's like, why are we taking a plane? She's like, well, I just need time to collect my thoughts and figure out what I'm going to do here. And they're just on the plane getting together. We just see Boston's like, wow, man, this place serves green beans? I don't like airplanes. This is so weird. But she's also like, I didn't know you had such a refined palate there, Boston. He's like, oh, there's a lot of things you don't know about me, mademoiselle. And leads me to think, okay, you want to do something with Boston and Diana? I mean, two people that currently have experienced the afterlife in different ways. Not going to say it's a bad idea, but it could be something fun to explore. I know some people might be hesitant to the idea of always sticking Diana with a love interest or a male counterpart. I think it's kind of fun, because she's the stronger of the two in every situation she's in, so I don't think it's that bad. So they're just trying to, like, you know, get some calmness down before they head out there. We see Diana's just looking out the window, and Boston's getting, like, a dish of food. He's like, this looks really good. I cannot wait to eat this and have some actual food in me. I want a sparkling water. But he turns back to look at Diana. She's looking out the window. He's like, I thought I saw something. And she's like, what do you mean? It's like, I think there's something out there. And then we look out the window and we see an army of Wonder Woman are flying up through this weird lightning storm. And I'm curious to see where this goes, because they haven't really revealed who the villain is that created these Wonder Women. So part of me thinks it could be Psycho, but well, now that I'm saying it, Psycho is the easy answer, which could be part of his plan to tarnish the Wonder Woman brand. Maybe. We will have to wait and see. But also, we do get a backup in this book, and this just relates directly into Trial of the Amazons. Basically, Artemis is acting as kind of like, you know, the lead fighter for these women who stumbled across Queen Faruka and Queen Atalanta's, you know, tribe of Amazon. And basically it's like you will choose your weapons and you will fight for the title to be here. And you see that the one woman chose this like staff as opposed to the guns, and that's the one who will be allowed to join the tribe. The rest of them kind of get taken away because they chose guns, and you're just like, that's kind of cool. So it's very interesting. We just see, you know, Artemis is, it looks like Artemis is going to be leading a charge for the Amazon attack. We see like a giant like griffin thing with them. Very cool. I'm super pumped for Trial of the Amazons. I'm going to cover all of it. I realized, I thought for a minute, I'm like, what is the book I should cover? Should I do the Warworld Saga on Superman? I think I'll do a retrospective when that's all completed. I think I'm just going to do weekly reviews for Trial of the Amazons, because that looks really cool. And this has been a really fun Wonder Woman book. You know, I just like getting back into the world of this character and enjoying what we are seeing. It's just fun to see her interacting with classic characters like Edda and Steve. That's kind of exciting. And classic villains like Psycho. It's cool. And this book has been incredibly fun, and this issue was really interesting. I'm very curious to see where the next arc is going to go, because it could be very different, and I think that's kind of exciting. So, Wonder Woman 781, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.